Hello, 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 everybody. So good to join you again today on a Sunday. And soon we will welcome everyone. We're here 3 minutes before. But as we know, we will be joined by our guest for today. So whilst I'm here, I'm going to be asking you. I'm going to be asking you to call your friends, your neighbor, call them. We are here and we are about to start. All right? We are about to start. So call your friends, call everybody because we are about to start. Call your friends, call everyone. The live sessions are here, and would like to see you joining us. I want to see who's joining so that I can welcome you. I was just now at on Instagram to remind people that we only meet here on YouTube. So join us. Call your friends. Call your friends. Would like to see you joining us. Call your friends. Tell them we are here. Today I'm talking to Dineo. I'm talking to Dineo. Not Dineo. I'm talking to Boipelo. We talked to Boipelo a few weeks ago. During the session on AI careers, we spoke to Boipelo. As I was talking to Dineo, Boipelo was listening, and Boipelo made a comment, and I saw her comment, and so I asked her to join us, and Boipelo agreed to join us, and it was a wonderful session. It was a stroke of genius that I asked her to join us because in joining us, she and Dineo just clicked, and we were able to talk about AI careers, and actually it's the most watched session, the session on AI careers. So I hope that today we benefit in the same way as we did the last time talking to Dineo, talking to Boipelo. So welcome. Today we're talking about AI for everyone. I'm trying to get your comments, so let me know. If you're online, tell me where you are, where you're watching us from, so that I can welcome you properly. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. I can see that there's a few people, but we always wait for other people to join the room. All right, we wait for other people to join the room. So drop me a comment. Tell me who you are. Tell me where you're at, and then I can welcome you properly. But I know that students from TUT, I just saw on Instagram someone who said he's a student from TUT talking about how useful the sessions have been for them. I hope they are useful for all of you. Remember that if you want to suggest a session or a focus for a session that you want me to address, you just let me know. It just has to fall into the bracket of the Sunday sessions that we're talking about helping ourselves to be better people, about growing, about making money online, about how to get jobs, about AI, about entrepreneurship, about research. So if you have anything about that and you want me you want to suggest, just slide into my DMs and suggest, and I will organize a session. My network is wide. But also I'm grateful to God that I've been in the positions that I've been in, and therefore I've got a lot of experience and knowledge that I can share with you, because my experience and knowledge is not just limited to South Africa, it's actually global, and I'll be able to handle the requests that you send me here on this channel. We come here to learn, we come here to grow, we come here to become better people. I believe that no one is meant to be a failure, no one. We only fail when we give up on ourselves. And so no one should give up on themselves. No one should give up on yourself. You should never give up on yourself. It doesn't matter how hard things are. It doesn't matter how much you think the world has it against you. Never ever give up. Okay? And on this platform, our idea is to give you the skills not to give up. Don't give up and think that you'll never be able to make a success of your career simply because you are experiencing challenges right now. You'll never give up because it is not over until it's over. So on this platform, that's our view. We are meant to win, and we will help you win. We'll work with you to make sure that you win. We will support you. We'll give you ideas. The idea is that you must have dignity. You must have pride. You must, my father used to say, even if you don't have a lot, you must never ever allow yourself to eat mantle abatho ba bang, to eat crumbs simply because things are not working out for you now. Okay, the idea of this platform is that we all walk tall. We walk tall. We do what we can to make sure that we succeed. And success is about achieving the things that allow you to take care of yourself. And then when you get even more, you can then extend to take care of other people around you. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. And there is no success without education. The thing about education is that it opens your eyes. The thing about education is that it makes you wiser. It makes you meet other people. It helps you to go into worlds that you would have never gone into. That's why we say reading is important. That's why going to university is important, or going to a TVET college or an agricultural college is important, or even a somatology college. It's important because when you go there, you meet with other people who you wouldn't have met with before. You interact with people that you would never have interacted with before. And that's how you learn, that's how you grow. So don't underestimate that. It pains me when I get a DM from someone who says I must give them 150 rand. In the meantime, they are wearing sunglasses, they are wearing shoes, they've got a weave that's cool. And I'm thinking, if I were in your position, I would sell those sunglasses and make the 150 rand. Why? Because I want to have pride. I would want to have pride. I wouldn't want to ask anyone for 150 rand. If you've got to ask for money, let it be real money that's going to give birth to more money. Okay? That you don't ask for simple money, because you can make that money online. You can make that money by selling your old clothes. You can make that money by cleaning other people's houses or helping the other people's children with mathematics, things like those. So it's about having pride in yourself, knowing that you are meant for greater. All right? And that's what we are about on this channel. It pains me really, really, because I don't think you even need a degree. Okay? But what a degree does, a degree endows you with confidence, especially if you grew up in a poor environment that didn't value you. A degree says to you, you are capable. You can do this. You can sustain focus on a program until you complete. You can take on an exam and kill it. It gives you confidence. When you get a degree, you become confident. When you get a diploma, when you get your certificate, you become confident. That for me, that's what my education did for me in the first place, is to endow me with confidence. And so when you have that confidence, is then that we ask, then what do you do with it? And what you do with it, you go into worlds that would never even have been available to you as someone who's not educated. You speak to people who'd never even have looked at you twice because you're not educated, right? You read books that would never have even thought exist because you're educated. And that's why I value education, right? It's not the certificate and say it's going to give you a job, whatever. It gives you confidence, and it's that confidence in yourself, in your knowledge, and what you can offer that helps you get the job. It's not just the certificate by itself. All right, today we're talking about AI for everyone. And even to get into the world of AI, confidence helps. All right, confidence helps. Let me take your comments, and let me say to Buipelo, I'm speaking to Buipelo today, Buipelo Malope. Those of you who are here, who've been here long enough, would remember that I spoke to Buipelo. Buipelo joined us whilst I was talking to Dineo a few weeks ago, last month I think. We were we're talking about AI careers, and Buipelo joined us, and it was an amazing session that we had with Buipelo. Buipelo, of course, is an entrepreneur, and I learned actually also that Buipelo has been a model. Buipelo does a variety of things, but we'll talk about that one day. And so it's a pleasure to have Buipelo today. We are talking about AI for everyone. But Buipelo, welcome, Buipelo.
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, Buipelo. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Fantastic. I'm going to welcome a few people here because I can see people are coming in, and I'm going to ask you, people who are online, keep calling your friends, your relatives, church members, everyone. Call them to join, because it's always better to be online. You can put your questions and we can answer them immediately. Mapule Mdlete has entered the group chat. Thank you very much, Mapule. Sechaba, my boy. Sechaba Murajani, Undisputed. Thank you very much, Sechaba. Dr. Dlama, Academic Space. Thank you for the motivation, Mother. Welcome, Dr. Dlama. Virginia Mabitsela, I love this channel. Thank you so much. Tell more people about it. We are all about development, about supporting one another to become better people. There's no other way of growth than this. Jabulani, a blessed good afternoon once again, Prof. Thank you once again for the personal development classes once again. Thank you very much. Iron sharpens iron. Nana Ngobese. From Mahona village, young people near Malamulele. Wow! Welcome, Nana, and all the young people from Malamulele in Limpopo. Congratulations for joining us and for recruiting young people to join us. Wanda Lubisi says, you are the best mentor ever. We appreciate the time you spare for us every Sunday. Thank you very much, Wanda. This is my community service. This is my service to the country, right? The country spent a lot of money, by the way, to get me educated. Of course, I was educated during Bukutatswana, but I got my PhD after 94. I got my master's and my PhD after 94. The country invested in me. The fact that I can't do a full-time job in a country, in a public space, doesn't matter. Okay, the country invested in me, and so this is my way of giving back. Thank you, Wanda. Tabo Munyati, Dr. T, good to see you. Agnes Mafaise, Agnes, I can see you've retracted. Good evening, Prof. Hope that you are good. I love the hair. Thank you. I love my afro too. I love my afro. Just blow dry and leave it there, let it go wild. Vuyima, hi Kheti, thank you for the opportunity. Masabata, love the channel. Thank you. Sizwembata, thank you very much. So, let's get on with Buipelo. I have already told you that Buipelo is an entrepreneur. I love young people like Buipelo who make things happen for themselves. Buipelo, I admire you. I thank God that we met you on Instagram, because it wasn't planned, but really I believe that it was meant to be. It was meant to be, and I have a feeling we have a long journey ahead. I don't know. I believe in God, and I believe that this is a journey that's only starting. So thank you very much for making the time, for agreeing to join me. I want to talk to you. I'm talking to you as a data analyst and a virtual assistant. Maybe let's start there. Because there are people who didn't join. Let's start. What is a virtual assistant? Because some people don't know what a virtual assistant is.
So, Prof, let me start by saying thank you so much for the opportunity, and I'm so grateful that I actually commented during the conversation that you had with Neo. I'm so so blessed for that opportunity. But to get into it, a virtual assistant, which shows the VA, it's someone who provides administrative.
Do you know, wait a bit, there's an echo on your side. Do you have two devices on? No?
No, I just have the one.
Okay, that's fine. Then maybe it's just the walls. Let's go ahead.
Right. So a VA is someone who provides administrative, technical, and creative support. So essentially, it's they're there to help businesses be more efficient and more effective. So instead of spending so many hours on one task, you can do this in minutes because now you've got a virtual assistant. If someone that is not in the office, it can either be hybrid or work remotely.
Okay, all right. So that's a virtual assistant. I hope people have heard that. And to be a virtual assistant, you have to be fluent in the virtual tools that you can use to assist other people.
Correct, as well as soft skills.
As well as soft skills. Yes.
So you need to have critical thinking skills, analytical skills, problem solving, and great communication skills.
Okay, because it's like if you're a PA but you're a PA, a virtual PA for someone, an executive assistant for someone, but they are sitting in the UK, for example, and you are here and they're CEO of some company, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
and because you're a virtual assistant, you can do that for 5 different people, if you know, because
Definitely. You're not limited to one organization.
Fantastic. That's great, because that also says to young people who are sitting at home looking for a job to be an office assistant, to know that actually there are people who are doing the job better and they're online, so they have a tough competition.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Boipelo, as a data analyst and a virtual assistant, I'm sure you've seen firsthand how intimidating AI can feel for everyday people like myself. Can you walk us through what AI for everyone actually looks like? What is the simplest way someone with zero technical background can start using AI tools to solve real problems in their daily life or work?
I think we need to realize that the technical terminologies that are used in the tech industry are really just there to sort of cause confusion, but also just make it feel like everything is so far-fetched. We need to realize that AI is easy for everyone. It's not just about coding, it's not about being a data analyst or a data scientist. But whether you're a project manager, researcher, student, you're in sales, AI is free. You could be in construction, you could be in the industry.
Boipelo, your sound is really bad, I'm just wondering, are you in a very open space?
I'm just in a room.
It's in a room.
Not an open space.
Okay. And how far are you from your laptop?
It's literally just right next to me.
Next to you. You have a carpet where you are? No?
No
Okay.
comment.
Because I'm just trying now. I'm using my physics now, that when sound hits on a hard surface, it echoes because it bounces back, and maybe that's why. And where I am, there's a carpet on my feet, and maybe that's why we don't hear the echo. So it sort of disturbs, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let you go on. People will give me feedback on how bad it is, because as long as we can hear you, that is okay. Okay, yeah. So Sylvester is also commenting on the sound, and it's really the echo that's disturbing. But let's go on. Continue to explain the simplest way.
Quickly collect carpet. I've got a carpet that is closer.
Okay, maybe let's do that and see, because I don't know how big the room is, but sometimes it helps to have the carpet on the floor. So you can just put the carpet on the floor if it's easy to do, and then we can go on. We are just troubleshooting, trying to solve the problem. So try that with a lot, and then in the meantime, I'll look at the questions of the people, and then we'll continue where we stopped.
No problem.
Okay. All right. So Dineo, Boipelo is going to get the carpet. We just want to see if it makes the sound better. We just have to troubleshoot to try to solve the problem. It's not a big problem. It's just that the sound is not perfect, and we're trying to make it perfect. And it doesn't sound like it's the Wi-Fi connection. It sounds like it's echo in the room. All right. But let me take your comments. Lolo says, amazing prof. We appreciate your will of giving back. Thank you very much. Dr. Munyati says, those who have not passed the MSAI fluency course, just a friendly reminder that you have about 6 hours to make it 2. Very good advice, Dr. Munyati. If someone registered for the course and you didn't pass it, there's advice. You can still go. You get six hours to make it, and you can make it, right? And remember, you get a certificate. But also remember that I gave you also the links after speaking to Sylvester. I think it was session 3.5 or 3.4. Just check it out. We gave you the links for other free courses that you can use if you want to be fluent in AI. And I can see Wusu is in the room. Thank you very much, Kia Leboha. Awe too from Wusu, and then Kia Leboha. Thank you, Sylvester. Thank you. Distinct mentor. Could this be a microphone? No, Boipelo doesn't have a microphone. We're just talking to the thing. It's definitely an echo. Snatemba from Wusu. Thank you very much to Wusu for joining us. Boipelo, let's go on and see. If it doesn't work, we'll just go on. We're not gonna stress about it.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem. So I was saying that you could also be in the construction industry or textile industry.
Yeah.
AI is still applicable. It's not a matter of actually joining in the actual industry, the tech industry, for you to apply or use AI platforms.
Okay, and so the simplest way for someone with a zero technical background, of course, they can start taking the fluency courses that are online. They can download, they can whatever, but it applies in any industry, basically. What you're saying. Don't say I'm in this in welding and therefore I don't care about AI. It helps to do that. But can you give us? I mean, you work with a lot of people who come to you, whether you are their assistant or you are doing whatever work for them. Can you give me a specific example of how you have helped someone who was afraid of AI and now they are AI empowered?
So, for one, I've got a mentorship program that is coming up. It starts on the 6th of September.
Yeah.
And some of the applicants are already in the tech industry, but they don't necessarily have the support or guidance in terms of which tools to use or how really they can work in the industry. So a quick example I could give you, I have a US-based podcaster. And for them, they've always thought, okay, I'm doing this on YouTube. I don't necessarily need to check my insights. I don't necessarily have to make sense of the insights. Because for them, it's so far-fetched that I just push content and that's it. So we sit down. So in terms of data analytics, I obviously went through the data. But only to realize that the issue is that they don't have any marketing strategy. So they are looking at all this information, but they don't have a marketing strategy. So we sat down and developed the marketing strategy, but I also introduced them to a platform called Canva.
It's called what? The platform? Canva, yes.
Canva, which allows you to create content, post directly from the platform to your social media platforms. You can create videos, you can create websites, landing page, but it's essentially a one-stop platform for what you would use, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're an employee. It's one of those that are life-changing. There are similar platforms that you can use, but I always recommend starting with the simplest of tools.
I mean, it's interesting. Many young people use Canva, but they use it only for posters and so on. They don't use it to create content and then post. Do you need to subscribe to Canva to allow it for it to allow you to do that?
There's a free plan which you can use unlimitedly slow. And then there's also a paid plan. We pay either on a monthly basis or annually. But it's one of those life-saving platforms that you can use.
Yeah.
And now it's called Canva AI.
Okay.
Where you can literally just put in a prompt on the platform and it will generate a template for you.
Oh, nice. I haven't tried it, I must say. I'm gonna try it because I've got Canva. I haven't used Canva AI, but I'm gonna try it. And it's good that you are saying it's on people can get that on a free plan as well. All right. Now,
Definitely.
you help people, you say, even to develop their marketing strategies, and I suspect that probably that comes as you interrogate their data. So I want us to talk about how you move from data to decisions. You work with data every day. You turn numbers into insights that drive decisions. And so for the people who are listening to us today, who may be, some of them, drowning in their own data or not even aware that what's in front of them is data, that's power to them. Whether it's business metrics, whether it's their personal finances, or even their social media analytics, which people might not take seriously. How can AI models help them see patterns that they are missing? What's the process that you, as a data analyst, what process do you follow for making data actually useful?
So before you can even think about the models that you can use,
Yeah.
ask yourself, what type of data are you dealing with? Are you dealing with qualitative data, so your surveys, customer reviews, feedback, words, or are you dealing with quantitative data, which is your numbers, response times, website traffic? So first ask yourself, what type of data are you dealing with? Secondly, what outcome do you want? Because it's pointless jumping into an AI model when you don't even understand what you're looking for. So you first need to understand those two first before you could even think of using an AI model. Because like I mentioned, sometimes it's not even based on the outcome per se, but what you're already lacking within your systems. So an example I use is that I was working with a client only to find out that they actually need to work in their marketing strategy.
Yeah.
And it had nothing to do with implementing AI whatsoever.
Someone is saying if you put your earphones, it might be better because then the sound won't have to go into the. Maybe true. Chaba is thinking, do you use headphones at all?
I don't.
You don't. Okay, that's fine.
Sorry.
That's fine. People are struggling
I'm
with the
going
sound.
to try to speak as loud as possible so that I'm audible.
Yeah. And of course, I can see people are suggesting a lot of things, like I should switch on the subtitles, but I mean they don't know that I'm on OBS platform, so I can't switch on that. But I mean we can get on with it. I can hear you, but I can see that people are struggling with the sound, and the headphones would have made it better. So keep going, because you're saying it's not about the models, it's about actually understanding your data.
Understanding your data.
Okay.
And understanding the power that this data has.
Yeah. But how would I do that? How would I understand that if I'm just an ordinary person, and I perhaps I'm an entrepreneur and I sell body scrubs, and I'm on social media. Sometimes I put my products there for people to see. I know Serenity does that. But I'm not sure if she uses her data. How would she know what is her data? What's data? What counts as data that she can use?
A social media insight. So they let you know the location of your customers, the demographics, when do they buy, what are they buying, and what do you prefer.
Yeah.
So based on that alone, you are able to then segment your offering according to what your client is looking for.
Okay. So and then
the data is there, but it's just a matter of understanding that you don't need to be a data analyst to understand that the data is right and it's available.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of knowing to read.
I can imagine Sarina sitting there and saying, You're saying data analytics is on me. I've posted. How do I know? Do I need an AI model, or do I just go to the post and see where the people are commenting? What if it's only the views that I see? There aren't many comments. Maybe there are 3 comments on my social media posts. How do I know? How would people do that? Do they get a tool?
Each post, you can get the specific details for the particular post. And then you get the generic insights of all the contents that you've been posting about and
Yeah.
but the easiest way, instead of me coming and saying there's 5 tools that you can use, just screenshot and put it in ChatGPT.
Oh,
That
yes.
you can easily then provide the answers that you're looking for.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go, guys. You can actually screenshot and give ChatGPT for ChatGPT to unravel the data for you. But of course, things like Instagram, whatever, there's somewhere where it says insights. You click on insights, it gives you the
Yes.
basics, where the people are, is it people who follow you or not, and so on. LinkedIn is even better. LinkedIn is amazing. It will even give you the name, the list of names. It tells you whether it tells you where the institutions, where they are, the levels, the locations, the countries, whether they're in financial services or institutions. Then you can see who's watching your profile. If you're looking for a job, you know. So it's not only if you're an entrepreneur, it's even if you are just a professional and you are on a platform. That's good to know. Let me see if there's
And just to add on, it also tells you when they are looking at your content.
Aha.
It will give you a specific time to say 8 p.m. That's where people are looking at your content.
Aha.
And essentially then what you do, you post at that time. So
Yeah.
say 6 a.m. at 6 a.m. Don't post at 11 a.m. Because now you know that the engagement will be lower.
Yes, that's a good one. So you want people to go to your content, to consume your content. You've got to see what time they are consuming it. Then you only post at 8 o'clock because that's when they are looking. Okay, brilliant. So it's for everyone, really. It's for
It really is.
literally for everyone, and even without a model, you say you still can do that.
That's what I'm saying. Let's not get lost in the
In the model,
terminology.
yes.
Let's go back to the basics.
Basics.
Because the models are available, but there's more than 5.
Yeah.
And if I come and say, I recommend these 3, and then Janelle comes and says, I recommend these 5, and then Prof comes and says, I recommend this one,
Yes.
you get so confused and so overwhelmed
Yeah.
that you end up missing the bigger picture.
Yes.
Which analyze what you really have, work with the data that you have, and make it work.
That's good to know. That's good to know. But how do you know then when to trust what the data is telling you?
So, essentially, let's remember that AI is not 100% correct.
Yes.
So you can even use all these models, but it's never 100% correct.
Mm.
And that's where logic comes in. You need to do the research. You need to make sure that there are sources to verify the information.
Mm-hmm.
But also check for bias. Who collected the data and how? So if you're looking at a survey and it was only collected because customers were happy, or comments, customer feedback is based on customers that are happy. But then you can have one comment about what your product does or doesn't do, or if you are unhappy with the services, then essentially the information is biased. And it's so important to research. Yes, these AI models provide quicker answers or quicker responses, but we still need to do the work. We can't be so reliant on AI.
Yeah. That's good advice. That's good advice. Now, people are appreciating the fact that you know they didn't know that you can actually time your posts. Having seen when people look at your posts, and I can imagine if you can time your posts, I'm sure there's an AI model that will help me to schedule my posts. Then I can just prepare the post, to go out at 8 p.m. because I know that people go to my LinkedIn page at 8 p.m. The ones on Twitter go there at 10 a.m. Then I put Facebook does it. Then I prepare the post, and I'm sure there's an AI model that I can use just to schedule. And then from there I get on with my life. 8 o'clock, they just go. So I spend maybe an hour on a Saturday preparing posts, Canva helping me. And can I use Canva, or do I use something else to schedule them to go on automatically?
So before we get into Canva,
Yeah.
all these social media platforms, you can actually schedule your content directly on the platform. So you can go on Facebook
Yeah.
and schedule your content on the platform. You can go on LinkedIn. You can actually schedule the day and the time you'd like this post to go up.
Yes.
So before we get to Canva, all social media platforms allow you to do that.
Okay. So your social media platform will allow you to schedule. You just have to find where you click to schedule. And so you can schedule for the whole week and not spend time watching. Canva will just help you with the making it nice.
So Canva, you can also schedule on Canva.
Okay.
Now, the beauty about Canva is that you can even schedule for a month. And it
Yes.
will show you all your content for the week or your content for the month. But you can also schedule directly from Canva to your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your Twitter,
Okay.
or TikTok.
Okay, that's good. If you are running a business, that's a good model actually to schedule for all the platforms for a month, and you decide a priori. If I have scheduled, I scheduled for 8 o'clock. Can I at 7 o'clock, because some news have just broken and I know that I've got a powerful post, or my business gonna benefit from, can I post even in between the times that I have scheduled for automatic posting?
Yes. Yes. So you will then if you've scheduled the post, they'll still go off at that specific time. But you can also then post in between.
Okay.
You're not limited.
All right. So it won't reject the other posts in between.
No.
Yeah.
No, it won't.
Okay. So
And
this
the
is
beauty about it is that even if you've scheduled the post
Yeah.
and you want to edit it, you can always just go back on Canva
and just
and
edit.
edit your caption, for example, or change the picture.
Okay. Yes, because the situation has changed. So you might want to change the picture.
Like I mentioned, that this is all available free of charge.
Yeah.
So let's let's stop the habit of trying to look for tools
Yes.
that will essentially require us to spend.
Yes.
But use what we have, and it's so important.
Yeah. And that's what we've been doing on this platform, to say we want something that's free, so that people don't spend. Some people will go for the things that they pay for, but the free one still works, and it works efficiently, and you can still schedule for a month on Canva, even if on a free service.
True. And the beauty about it is that you have all these templates readily available on the platform. You
Yeah.
just use the one that speaks to you, and then you just schedule the post.
Yeah, I wanted to say, actually, that's the beauty of Canva, that you'll have the template. Facebook won't give me the template. Facebook will just allow me to schedule.
Yes.
So using Canva means that I get also the template that works for me. So it supports you as
Sure.
well. Yeah.
Sure.
Now let's improve. Let's think then about when you run a small business. I've already given an example with Sarina, who's got body products, amazing body products that are sold in Discam, in Clicks, in ShopRite, Checkers, blah blah, and you, perhaps they come to you and they want you to help them improve their efficiency. Can you share a success story where someone came to you with something like that? Like, I'm selling these products, and I want you to help me because my products are at Woodmead, they are at Midrand, they are, at 3 places, and I wanna become more efficient. What does that journey look like? If I said I want to drive customer experience, I want to understand how customers experience my products, and I want to improve my business. Is there any way you can help me?
So there's an amazing tool called Asana.
Athena.
And Asana, ASANA.
Okay.
And essentially, it's a project management tool. So it will help you with managing tasks,
Mm-hmm.
scheduling, knowing when your deadlines are, and who's in charge of what within your organization.
Mm-hmm.
So I was assisting an organization that has 10 employees.
Okay.
But now the issue is that they were communicating via email, and that will take time. So on Asana, you would then say the builder is in charge of email marketing, for example. You need to send out emails to the entire team that's on one platform.
Okay.
And when you send out these emails, you would then say complete. So then the team knows where you are, how far you are, and what is still needed to be completed. So
Okay.
Asana is a great platform, especially if you're looking towards user experience, because then you can just plan it on this platform, and you would know who's.
Okay, so Asana will allow them, when you look at the platform, you can see what Wipelo is doing, Khet is doing, Sylvester is doing,
Yes.
how far they
Yes.
are. Even if they are not in the same place, they are in different locations, busy with whatever.
Yes.
As long, but they would have then to log on to Asana and indicate where they are. So it helps us.
Indicate where they are.
Okay, so
But
basically,
it allows it to be as efficient as possible, because you don't need to call people and ask how far she is with her work.
yes.
She just goes on the platform. You don't need to call an Asanda in your organization to say, did you send that email?
Yes,
Because then she would go on the platform to say it's complete.
sent.
You will have consent and responses from the
Okay, not that you will see the email. No,
Not that you will see the content,
Yeah.
but you will see that the task has been completed.
has been completed. Okay, so it's basically project management, and it helps you
Project
as
management,
the
goal
owner.
setting, and just to understand where you are within your organization and what still needs to be completed.
So if I were Sarina and my products are in 3 places and I want to see which one is performing better in real time, can I use Asana as well, or not really?
So with that, social media insight.
Aha.
Because you're in 3 different places, your social media platform is going to indicate which locations are selling more than the others, and which type of consumers are actually interested in your product. You will know, are they female, male, the age group, where they are located.
And will it tell me that even if people are not on social media, people who are buying my products, or they have to be on social media
No.
to be able to see that?
So if you're not on social media, and let's say you have walk-in clients,
Yeah.
you can track either using a spreadsheet where you log the
No, the
information
owner,
manually.
let's say the owner is on social media, but the consumers are not. So they are just getting into clicks, they buy this product out. How will I know how will social media tell me?
So if, for example, we're using clicks,
Yeah,
clicks would know how many customers they've received on a daily basis.
okay.
And you would then have the system that tracks who these customers are.
Okay,
Are they male? Are they female? So
okay.
you would then log it into a spreadsheet,
Uh-huh,
which you can use Excel for it.
uh-huh.
And then, so I don't know if what I'm about to say will get me into trouble, because I am a data analyst, but you can screenshot or upload this Excel spreadsheet on ChatGPT,
ChatGPT.
and it will provide you with the insights that you're looking for. But obviously that then goes into prompt engineering. So how do you prompt?
How do you prompt? Yes.
So if you're gonna upload your Excel spreadsheet and you just say analyze the data, you're not asking it to analyze, but with a specific outcome.
Okay, okay.
But if you say analyze this data, I'd like to know how many customers I'm receiving on a daily basis. Are they male? Are they female? And what product are they buying? Then you will get a detailed response.
Aha, aha. I mean, I see Dr. T is also commenting on here on YouTube. Okay, he was giving people the name of the model, but Dr. T sells stuff on Facebook. There's products that he sells on Facebook, and I think probably someone who does that, who sells products on Facebook, on any social media platform, will get better data. They don't have to ask the shop or anything. The data will be there for them to take down and analyze.
The data is there, but how you use this data is important.
Ah, okay.
Because we all have access to this data on social media.
Mm.
But we don't necessarily understand how to use this to our advantage.
What's the best way? Maybe give us an example.
The best way, understand what you're looking for.
Okay.
Because if, for example, for me, when I look at my data, let's say on LinkedIn, I don't necessarily focus on the location or the demographics, but I focus more on the engagement. I don't even look at my impressions.
Yes.
Impressions essentially don't mean anything.
Yeah.
But I know if my engagement is high, that's when I get the DMs. That's when I get the collaborative opportunity.
Which means people engage. Engagement measures if people respond, or what does it measure, the engagement?
It measures the likes, the responses, and how long they looked at your content.
Okay. And also if they reshare, it will include that.
So I don't focus on resharing. I just focus on the likes, the views, and the comments. Because
it means they have internalized it, and so now they're engaging with it.
And through that, it also tells me if it allows me to know what sort of content are they leaning towards.
Aha.
So if you're gonna post about a body scrub, for example,
yes,
say buy now, and your caption is not detailed. It's literally buy now. It's 200 rand, and then you get one like. And then you post the same body scrub, but there's a story behind it.
Okay.
And you get 3 likes. It essentially means that people are drawn to the story.
Okay.
People are buying the story. They're not necessarily buying the product. Yes, they're interested in the product, but they want to know what it would do for them.
All right. So then it informs how next time I put my products out. Then I know that I've got to have a story, because if there's no story, people don't engage really.
Yes. Okay. So another example I would use is that on LinkedIn. So I often share my journey into tech, because I come from a non-technical background.
Yes.
And if I post about, these are my struggles, imposter syndrome, for example, that I go through imposter syndrome, but then this is how I do it. The content becomes so relatable that the engagement is higher. Whereas if I'm saying I'm a data analyst, this is what data analytics is about. The engagement is slightly lower because there's no story, there's no relatability. So I don't necessarily focus on the location.
Okay. Yes.
But I focus on the engagement. That's where I get my client.
Yes. That's interesting though, because I remember advising some young person who had a song, and they released it on Spotify, and they have a story, and the song relates to their life story. And I said to him, and there was no take up, and I said to him, maybe you should start telling your story.
Sure.
Because people can relate to stories. Sure. But then to share your story, you've got to be comfortable with your story, that your story matters, and so you can share it. So I guess that thing, like, you are willing to share your story. You even saying, like, even when you came to the platform, I mean, the episode where I'm talking with you and Dineo is getting the highest number of views. Because of course both of you are sharing your stories, one coming from the mathematics background, the other one not coming from a mathematics background, and you telling how you got into tech. And so people like stories. So I guess if you're doing products, you don't just tell us to buy, but of course your analytics will tell you that, and you can decide then how do you do it? So interesting. Does it matter?
Also,
Yeah, go
can I
ahead.
just add to what that if you sell a product,
Yeah.
your sales are also data.
Aha.
So the answers are also in your sales,
Yes.
not necessarily in your social media insight.
Yes. So you could take both though, because your sales tell you who's
Good.
interested now, but the people who are buying your product might also share what the product is doing for them,
True.
and that then helps you. But when you say you check your sales, you check the kind of people who buy, or you don't care about the location, you care about the type of people. What do you care about?
So you would look into what they are buying. So if
Aha.
you're selling body scrubs, tissue oil, and the body scrubs are selling more, you would then know that maybe you need to focus more on that.
Aha, okay. Then you can see the product that's actually not selling, that people are not buying. And maybe then it helps me make decisions about the future. Do I still continue with this or not?
Absolutely.
Okay. But and you say AI will help me in that because I can just take a screenshot of the data, put it on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will then give me the
We were having a conversation about ChatGPT 5, and you had said that you hadn't used it yet. But once you get to use ChatGPT 5,
yeah.
you notice that it makes things so much easier because you just upload
Yeah.
the document, and you get the answers
Yeah.
actually in minutes.
Yeah, I mean, everyone is raving about ChatGPT 5, I must say. I mean, Sylvester didn't talk about it last week, but when I talked to him separately, he was raving about it. That, I mean, it's so far at the moment is the best. And of course, that service is free. You also don't have to pay for it. The free version of ChatGPT 5. You can upload. Of course, Claude also you can upload, right? You can upload a document on Claude, and then it can, I think Perplexity as well, you can upload.
Yes, you can. Even on DeepSeek, you can upload a document. The only difference is that it doesn't read images. It will literally see words.
Yeah, DeepSeek won't read in images.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the others would.
the others would.
Yeah. Does ChatGPT, can I upload a video on ChatGPT?
Yes, you can.
Aha, because the others don't yet allow to upload a video. I see images and documents that you screen.
ChatGPT, it does allow you, it also allows you to generate the contents that you're looking for.
Fantastic, fantastic. Let me see if there are any questions. I want us to draw to the end. Yeah, I see people are appreciating the. Okay, Chaba is saying, yes, please explain what does impressions mean, because people hype them, but what are they as a metric? Impressions.
The impressions would be how many people have seen your content,
Aha.
not necessarily it in detail. So you could be scrolling and you come across this video, you're not necessarily looking at it, but because you have sort of passed through it, or scanned through it, it will then
It will
say
count.
one impression. Yes.
Aha. So yeah, that's why you don't take them seriously.
Because you could have 10,000 impressions and 2
Yeah.
likes.
Oh, yes,
That's
yes.
what engagement
So there's
is
no
so important.
engagement, but there's
There's no
impressions
engagement.
because people were scrolling, and then this thing of yours scrolled, and they saw and they scrolled on. They didn't even read and engage. Yeah.
They didn't even watch the video,
video.
till the end.
Yeah.
Maybe they just watched the first 3 seconds of the video,
And stop.
but that wouldn't count as an impression.
Okay. Good. That's helpful. I'm attentively listening, Prof. Come next month, I'm leveling up my game. Thank you,
I love that.
Wina. And Sharon says, I feel encouraged by your speech at the beginning of the live. Okay, I was preaching at the beginning of the live session. That's right. And then Mukondeleli says, Google products just stepped up this week. Google products, and it's more free than others. I don't know whether
You
you've
know,
seen
the
any of that.
beauty, just to add that, Google Workspace is also so amazing
Aha.
because it integrates all these platforms. It integrates Google Drive, Google Doc, Google
Aha.
Sheet, and it's very interactive. So even if you're in an organization, you're able to view the same document
Okay.
without sharing it.
Okay. So that's Google Spaces. So people should check that
Yes.
out because then it brings everything together. Distinct Mentor says it's worth mentioning that some of the AI tools, if you are on the free plans, they would normally have a usage quota, especially for things like videos and large content, unless you subscribe. So he says so they would limit you. They wouldn't allow you to use them widely.
So with ChatGPT, for example, what I've noticed is that you can't generate as many images as you'd love. You
If
also
it's
can't
free.
upload as much.
Yes.
So maybe it would allow you to upload 2 pictures, for example. But
But
obviously, the paid version is unlimited
but is it per day or per month or per what?
per day.
Per day. Okay, but
So
that's
it'll
also
also
still
show you
fine.
that your next upload would be in the next 12 hours, for example.
Okay, but that's also fine because if I'm using it for free, then and I know that, then I can make sure every day I just upload 2. I do the 2 tomorrow. I'll do the 2. Then every day I'll have my quota up, used up. But it's important to know. I think it's good thing to know that there's a quota. Okay. Someone says try Google AI Studio. It's free and can play with the paid products, even video. All right.
Thanks for the recommendation.
I want us, we've got 5 minutes, so I want us to do sort of some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Just so that we get your wisdom before you go. What's the one AI myth that you wish you could bust right now?
Ooh, that AI will replace humans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that AI will replace
Me
humans
too.
completely. AI is a tool.
Yeah,
It doesn't feel.
it doesn't feel. But doesn't it really? It doesn't feel. Affective
It
AI is
can
attempted to,
think,
but it doesn't
think.
feel like us.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
It may replace the skills, but it won't replace humans completely.
Definitely. No, I'm with you there. I'm with you there. Number 2, if you could give everyone one AI superpower, what would it be? Everyone, rich, poor, pink, yellow, green, white, black, blah, blah, male, female, and you have the power to give each one of us one superpower. What would it be?
That's a good one. That's a good one. You know, the beauty about AI is that it's always linked to speed.
It's always what?
So, linked to speed.
Speed, yes.
So, if I had to give everyone an AI superpower, it would be speed. The ability to just think fast as
Aha.
humans on our own, but also to apply logic as quickly as possible.
Okay, okay. I think for me is that I would give them the super to be able to do everyone to be able to do that, to remember everything that happened in their life, even after 70. So which means delete dementia and Alzheimer's, all those diseases that.
I love it. I love it.
All
Maybe
right.
one day we'll get there.
Huh?
Maybe one day we'll get there.
Yeah, I hope so because it's like it's one disease that I feel so sad that when you see someone like they can't remember their children's faces, their grandchildren, and it's almost like because it's something that AI can remember. It's got information. It can give us information, and I feel like can we inject everyone with that so that even if life is so hard, even if whatever dementia, whatever doesn't affect them, they just keep remembering and they can pick at least the information that they have acquired throughout their lives, the knowledge that they've acquired through their lives. I read the story recently about Bruce Willis, who's got dementia, and it's just he can't even remember he was a superstar. I mean, how sad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is sad.
Very
That's
sad.
very sad.
Now, finally, what's the next big thing in AI that people should be paying attention to?
Do you know, AI is like, the industry is evolving so much on a daily basis
Yeah,
that we are finding new things every day.
yeah.
These new terminologies, new tech, new platforms
Mm.
that I can't pinpoint one,
Okay.
but my advice would just be don't get lost in all of that. Don't get lost in fancy tools.
Yes.
Find a niche and stick to it.
Yeah.
Because we would say ChatGPT today, and then tomorrow is a different platform.
Yeah. 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 And even ChatGPT keeps outdoing itself. You know.
So
Interesting.
there's no one big thing that I can
Pinpoint it.
It's
Yeah.
at such a rapid rate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't get lost in all of that.
Okay. I'm going to read the last few comments and then we're going to close because I'd like us to finish at exactly 6. Okay, Mukondeleli gave us more information. He says on Google, you can upload like 5 images and even generate like 20 images a day. So that's the maximum.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. So which means if you're on Google and it's a free service, that's the quota that they've given you. And then Manini says, this is informative. Let's also remember that we learned what we learned previously, that we can adjust our settings for the AI to not retain our data for its learning or training. Okay,
That's
important.
true.
In fact, I saw, I think Claude asked me 2 days ago. It asked me, do I want it to retain the data? So they want you to give for training of the AI model. So they ask you, and it's your choice whether a yes or no. But if the tool, some of the tools don't ask, so you can actually go to the settings and delete that capacity so that it doesn't use your data for future training. At the same time, I don't know how you feel, Boipelo. My view is that if we train the AI tool and it gets better, then it serves us better.
True.
You know, so.
But then we also need to think about data governance and ethics.
Yeah, yeah. So it depends what that data is. I mean, if it's nothing harmful, then I don't mind. But if it's something that's private, that's whatever, then I don't want. Then I want to go to the settings. Now I'm gonna do something private. Then I want to change it. But sometimes I feel like I want to sit there and teach AI Setswana because I want them. I want to teach Claude about Setswana rituals and culture and whatever, so that Claude aska fafatla, when we ask him questions. You see, sometimes these things they just go haywire. So it would be, I feel like it would be good to do that. But then, of course, you don't want to do that for free. Sylvester told us that you can get paid for these services.
Definitely, you can. Definitely.
Yeah. Bongani is agreeing that Google AI Studio is worth checking out. And Sylvester also says Google reclaimed its throne this week. Do you know what he's talking about? Or is it when it introduced, is this Google AI Studio new?
I have no idea. But from the comment, he mentioned it as though they relaunched.
Okay. Sylvester is an enthusiast. So he follows the news, he follows the discussions, he follows the politics. So that's why he says they reclaimed, Google reclaimed its throne. So I will chat to him after the session, then he can tell me what the throne is. But it's been really good talking to us. And Mkondoleni says there's a South African company that is teaching native South African lingo there in Cape Town. Wow, that's interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, and I'm learning. Yeah, go ahead.
So I just wanted to add that you can also become an AI trainer.
Yes.
And get paid. So it's actually an opportunity that's available for everyone, that you can become an AI trainer.
Yeah. Sylvester told us about that last time and gave information. But I see on LinkedIn sometimes you get adverts actually for jobs for people to be AI trainers. And you can be, sometimes they indicate they want a civil engineer AI trainer, a mathematician. So sometimes because you need to teach the model, the staff of the profession, you know, so people should look out for it. But Sylvester, the other thing that he mentioned the other time was that even if you don't have a degree, because these AI models get asked everything, cultural things, they don't know about Madlozi, you know, and someone has to teach them, because someone is gonna ask, you know, because there'll be a boss, you didn't come to work, you said you've gone to TWASA and they don't know what TWASA is, and they ask, you know, Gemini, does Gemini know what TWASA is? Well, someone has got to teach them, you know. So it's good that you mentioned that. Wipilo, thank you so much.
The beauty of what you just said.
Yeah.
You just highlighted that the opportunities are available.
Exactly.
You just need to go and seek them.
Exactly. People should do that, should just seek them. And you don't even have to have a degree, as I say, to seek this. You just have to have an interest in AI, and then you can be an AI trainer. So maybe people should start actually asking the models themselves, how do I become an AI trainer? One of them will tell you.
I will tell you.
Yes, so just ask ChatGPT 5, how do I become an AI trainer? Give me whatever, and then you'll see they will tell you, and then you can apply rather than sit at home and say there are no jobs, there's nothing I can do. There's always something to do these days. That's why I think AI is also creating opportunities. Whilst it is changing how we are doing things, and people who are sitting and not wanting to adapt will be left behind. Actually, yeah. And for us Africans, it's important that we become the trainers. We take up the jobs of being trainers. So we should actually help even our young people out there to become trainers, because otherwise these AI models will never understand us. They will never, but then people will use them to try to understand us. People will ask them. So it's better to do that and get it more educated as women, as young people, as African people, so that they get to know us better. Absolutely. Dineo Boipelo, thank you so much for talking to me. I love what you do. I love what you're doing with your life.
Thank you.
You have no idea how often I talk to young people about your story, because you don't just sit there and whatever, you get on, you do things, and congratulations on the MTN opportunity that you won last week. It's just testament of how you get into tasks, you know, you get right into tasks, and it's hugely inspiring. I get goosebumps as I'm talking to you about this, because I've never met you face to face. I follow you on LinkedIn, we met on Instagram, and I'm just amazed at what you're doing. So congratulations, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you very much, Mark. I appreciate your kind words. I'm getting goosebumps and I'm getting emotional.
Me too.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Just speaking to you just brings so much light.
Yeah, you're doing good.
It sort of feels like a warm hand.
Oh.
Like I mentioned to you,
yes,
I'm a firm believer in learning on the job.
Yes.
So to anybody out there, never say you don't know.
Yes.
Rather say you know and then go and research.
Yeah. I hope young people are listening. Learn on the job. Get in and then learn. Don't sit and say they didn't teach me. Get in and then learn.
Use AI.
Exactly.
Because it's right there for that. It's there for that, honestly.
Yeah. But we'll talk again. We'll be talking sometime. I want to be talking to you about when I talk about careers, because I think your journey is instructive and many young people will learn a lot. Not just young people, many people. I want to talk to you as an entrepreneur, because I think your journey is instructive and many people will learn from it. So thank you so much, and everything of the best in everything you do. Okay.
Thank you so much, bro.
All right. Bye-bye. Have a good evening, Boipelo.
You too, bro.
Thank you. And all of you on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for joining.